brain. He was saying on today's new episode, at the beginning of the episode, how he thinks that Luna's faking the injury and how she probably was faking the last time. I said, there you go, Bill. About doggone time. That's about doggone time. Because what you done had going on, Kato here talking about, so regardless of any of that, she's still a Spencer baby. Because he was saying how he think that she should tough it out and all this other stuff. And she told my son, no, or whatever, because she's carrying a Spencer baby and all that. I said, you might as well go be a Spencer again, girl. You might as well gonna be a Spencer again, girl. You always over there anyway. Not over there, because he always with her. Well, she is always over there. Right now on this episode, I said right now. On this episode, they was at the office, y'all. But usually she's over at Bill's house. I see, might as well just gonna give him another chance. Now, I don't think you should give him another chance, but if they giving Liam and Hope another chance, might as well gonna put y'all back together too. But okay, on today's episode, not too much happened. Let me see if I can remember what happened on next week's. What's supposed to happen on next week's episode. I think that Deke's supposed to be introducing somebody to Hope and them, and that's when Remy gonna walk out, and everybody gonna be looking all shocked and stuff like that. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, here you go. I said, here you go. Looks like Taylor and Deacon about to kiss. I don't know if she's gonna pop up now. Lately she been popping up. I said, go on pop up, girl. I said, go on pop up, girl. But yeah, and what was the other thing? Oh, Leon's supposed to be proposing. Leon's supposed to propose. I said, I bet she gonna want to get married then. She ain't want to marry Thomas. She ain't want to marry Carter. But she gonna run to that altar for Leon. I guess Carter gonna be performing that service too, huh? But okay, so on today's new episode, we're gonna start with Katie and them. So they were just talking about, I think Will was the one talking. He was saying how she was beat up and stuff like that. That's when Bill was saying how she's faking that injury. He thinks she's faking the injury, and she probably was faking the last time too. I said, there you go. I said, about doggone time you back. Hold on. And they was talking about what to do and stuff like that. And I think Katie suggested something. Did she say her being, what? I don't know what it's called when they separate the prisoners or whatever. I don't know. Is it isolation? I don't know the correct term, but she said something or whatever. And Bill was saying how he thinks she needs to tough it out, basically. And Katie was like, no, because she's carrying a Spencer baby. Girl, please. She gonna take... You think if y'all get her out, she gonna harm somebody else, especially with y'all talking about y'all taking her baby. Especially with y'all talking about y'all taking her baby. I said they got to figure out. They got to outsmart her. They got to outsmart her because she thinks she running something. I mean, as of right now, she is, but she thinks she running something. They gonna have to find a way to do it. But they still was talking about taking the baby or whatever. And I said, and if y'all decide that y'all got the bright idea to have her released or put her under Bill's care once again, she's gonna leave like she been doing. Every time we see her, she leaving when she ain't supposed to. But yeah, hold on. They was talking about that. What else was they talking about? Leon ends up saying that Hope and Beth are his world. They was talking about him being back with Hope, and Katie was telling him how much Hope loves him and how he is with her and all this other stuff. I said, y'all just be urging these folks to be with people they should not be with. They should not be with. I think the last time they broke up, though, it was Hope's fault. It was her fault last time, wasn't it? Then Brooke over here talking about the doggone, Steffi's with an amazing man now, and they had their own kids and stuff. Didn't they cheat before when these folks was married? One Hope and Liam married, or either two. I know they was together, but I don't know if they was married. When Ann, I know she was with Ann. Then tell my son, so now that won't be a problem. I said, girl, please, you think because you don't marry rich that's not a problem? How many times have y'all thought that and it wasn't true? How many times? That don't matter. Especially with the whole Luna situation, y'all know, because Steffi pick and choose, y'all. She pick and choose or whatever. And I think that eventually she gonna realize that she still want him too. Now, she been going strong so far. She been going strong. Aside from that one time they slept together, and then she didn't never tell him that they was over here kissing and stuff, that Liam kissed her. What, twice? He tried to do it a third time? Talking about they ain't nothing to worry about now because she got Finn and they got kids of their own. Girl, please. When they ever start anybody? But yeah, let's see. Who was we talking about? I think Liam was telling them about Hope and Beth being his world, and they was just encouraging him not to give up, and Bill was telling him to fight for his family and stuff, telling us to go out to Hope, and that's when they showed at the end of the episode he's supposed to be proposing to her on next week's episode. I said, I guess she gonna run to the altar for him, but I don't know, maybe she's still afraid of commitment. We'll see. What else? I think that was it with them. They was just, the last scene was him telling him to fight for Hope and his family or whatever. Next we got Brooke, Hope, Carter, and Daphne. They was doing some more work. Daphne was showing them or letting them see or smell the new fragrance that she's been working on. And they was talking about that and stuff like that. Then they end up leaving, and that's when Hope and Brooke was talking about Liam. Deacon showed up and he started talking about Liam too. And they were the whole scene with them was them trying to urge her to give Liam another chance and stuff like that and fight for their family. What Brooke said? Let me see. Brooke and Hope talked to Deacon about Sheila. No, first they was talking about Liam and stuff and how they belong together, and she knows that she feels the same way for him and stuff like that. And then they started talking about Sheila and the fact that she was involved in hiding the fact that Lena was alive, and so she responsible for everything that happened afterwards and stuff like that. And just trying to urge him to leave Sheila. I said, and once he do, she finna go back to who she used to be. That's why I said she should never got back involved with Luna. She should have left her where she was at. And now look at you. Taylor finna get your man, girl. I said, I hope she see them about to kiss. I hope she walk in. But yeah, what else? Yeah, they started telling him about Sheila, and because he was saying how it's complicated and marriage is sometimes hard, and he don't know what he gonna do about her, so he's not sure if he wants to leave her or not. But they were saying how they think that he should leave Sheila in his past and stuff like that. And she kept mentioning the fact that Liam almost died, Liam this and Liam that. Go on your tail over there with Liam then, girl. Go on your tail over there with Liam then, girl. Cause that's where you wanna be. Go where your heart is at, girl. But yeah, Brooke talking about some Stephanie not an issue because she got Finn and they got their own kids. Girl, please. Wait, if Steffi says she want him back, he gonna be back to doing the same thing Ridge was doing. Cause he already had just got through pursuing her and he knew they was married. He done kissed her and everything. And you talking about some that make a difference. That ain't never made no difference. That has never made no difference on this doggone show. And what else? Let's see. I already said Brooke, Hope, and Deacon was talking about Hope and Liam. Then they started talking about Steffi or whatever. He ends up saying he had to meet somebody. I'm assuming it's gonna be Taylor because they didn't go back to him, but they do show them together on next week's episode. Like I said, they look like they was about to kiss and stuff like that. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, okay now. Despite y'all feeling how y'all feel about Sheila, now we haven't seen the episode because y'all know these trailers and promos be telling stories. So we just got to see the episode. But I'm going to wait. So I'm going to save my question because y'all already know what I'm about to ask. Y'all already know, or y'all should know what I'm about to ask. Because I've been seeing people go in on Brooke this and Brooke that and all that and what she be doing and all this other stuff. So how they would y'all, I'm going to ask anyways. So if they actually kiss and stuff like that, how would y'all feel knowing that Deacon's a married man and Taylor over here kissing him and stuff? How would y'all feel then? Now, I don't know because we haven't seen the episode. I haven't seen no spoilers yet. I'm going to look them up and see if I can see them, y'all. And the last thing is Daphne and Carter. And with them, I said this man, his ability to fall fast is something. It's something. I was like, now I've been saying from the jump, I was like, look at him. He don't fell in love with her already. I've been saying from the jump he wanted her, or you could tell he had interest in her, stuff like that. So he finally admitted on today's episode that he had a connection with her from the first day she came. He still don't know that she was sent there to break them up, do we? They might not go back to that storyline, y'all. But yeah, he finally admits that he has a connection with her. Wait, let's backtrack. Carter ends up saying how him and Hope weren't meant to be, that she belongs to Liam and stuff like that, and how Daphne was right because he can't compete with a family or whatever. I disagree, y'all know I disagree or whatever. Now in this situation, you can't compete because they got this fantasy love that everybody keeps talking about, but I don't see it. Now I was rooting for them from the jump, but the way they don't set this up, no. N-O spells no. But yeah, I got a backtrack because Carter told Daphne I think he had a chef or somebody bring some food or something like that. He was like, he put her through a lot, so he got to make sure he make up for it. I said, here you go. That's exactly what I wrote down. I said, here you go. He don't fail. Then he admits he felt a connection with her when she first came to town. He was like, he ready to move on. He rolled her chair towards him or whatever, and she was saying how she wants him to earn her because she ain't gonna be second to no doggone body. I think I said that wrong in the little short video that I made. I think I said that wrong. I don't know. But yeah, she was saying how she ain't gonna be second or whatever. What else? They end up kissing and stuff like that, and I think she invited him to come to karaoke or whatever, and he also was talking about that, how he heard her sing and stuff. And I said, yeah, Carter just be falling fast. And I said the good thing about this as of right now, is that she's available. Until they decide, oh, here's their ex, they gonna bring an ex just to ruin Carter happiness. Cause apparently Carter can't be happy on this doggone show. Apparently Carter can't be happy. They gonna bring an ex from her past to the doggone show, or somebody new. They either gonna bring an ex from her past or bring somebody old to here to make her fall for them. Cause Carter just can't have nobody to himself ever. That's they gonna bring somebody from her past and they gonna try to take her back to Paris or wherever she came from. But yeah, I said the good thing as of right now is that she's available. Cause so far we've seen him be and fall for everybody that's taking or who's stuck on somebody else. What was the first one name? Maya. What her name? Maya. Then it was it Zoe? I want to say it was Zoe. I don't know. I be getting them confused. Zoe and her sister. I think it was Zoe. It was Quinn. Then it was Hope or whatever. I said, yeah, they'll bring somebody else to break up his happy home. No, not his happy home because they weren't happy. You can tell. But yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day, a great weekend, and be safe.